Okay, we're live. Hey, y'all. So my flight got delayed about 3 hours at this point. So I figured I'll go live and just verbally recap what took place this weekend. For those of you who didn't see my last post, I had the opportunity to speak at Dr. Darius's in-person live event for his Inner Circle, which I'm a member of. And my talk was on false humility. And I just want to recap how I got there, and just emphasize the power of vulnerability and just emphasize the necessity of it, because you don't know what you unlock with your vulnerability, both for yourself and for other people. So I figured since I had the time, I might as well go live. So for those of you who don't know, I am the founder and CEO of Analytics Anew. And Analytics Anew is a place where you can find resources, tools, tips, and tricks as a parent while you're helping your child with math. So I know math has changed for plenty of people, and the parents are very very concerned and very confused. So my goal in creating that business was to provide you with the tools you need to understand your child and understand this new math that's in this school system. So if you didn't know that, you can follow my page, Analytics Anew. I think it's linked in my bio. If it's not, I'll leave it in the comments, and you can see it there. But I started this business actually being a member of Dr. Darius's Inner Circle. And within his Inner Circle, it's a business coaching group for entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs to increase their impact, income, and influence while making a difference and a dollar. His words. I sound like him now. But what I didn't realize by joining his group was that I was going to change to become the person that was necessary to do all those things. And I've been in the program about a year now, and I have just changed tremendously. And I'll give you an example which leads into how I got into doing a talk in the first place. And hey, Artia. So as part of his Inner Circle, we actually have 3 live in-person events every year. And this in-person event was in Atlanta, so that's where I'm currently stuck right now for the next 2 hours. But in the last in-person event in February, he was discussing some of the traits that are necessary to become a successful CEO. And one of them was courage. And I reluctantly shared that for most of my life, I was downplaying my gifts, talents, and abilities in the name of false humility. And I think a lot of us do. And I realized through sharing that in the room, it resonated with a lot of people. So I was just happy that I shared and that I was vulnerable and that I was able to share my story. But in that, he actually asked me to do 15 minutes on false humility for this live event here in May. And what I didn't know was that I was going to be taken through a journey of false humility and dissecting it and uncovering it, uprooting it, and destroying it, so that I was able to give this talk this past weekend. And I wanted to come on this live because I think we underestimate the power of sharing our testimony. I think we say it because it sounds cool, like we overcome by the power of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb, but like that requires some level of vulnerability. And if you're not willing to share the darker parts of what you've gone through, then other people around you won't be healed. So you're actually wasting kind of the journey that you went through. So between last event and this event, I actually worked with my mindset coach to actually understand where this idea of false humility came from. And of course, it always starts when you're young, when you're just learning about life, learning from the people around you. And for me, it started in middle school when I was just being myself and got rejected by the people who I thought were going to be friends of mine. And that just didn't happen. And I was confused because I'm like, I'm just being myself and they're not accepting me. So let me morph into someone else so that I can be accepted. But what I ended up doing was morphing away from who God created me to be. And I did that in the name of thinking I was doing some type of good, of like being a part of the trend that was going on, or allowing other people to shine because I don't want to shine too much, which is what I kind of unpacked during the talk. But through this journey, I realized that if I didn't go through my own personal journey of uprooting false humility, I would have no authority to speak on it in front of brilliant minds like doctors, attorneys, entrepreneurs, CEOs this past weekend. And I just want to encourage you all to not be afraid to share the dark parts. I encourage you to share it after you've gone through your own healing journey so you don't re-traumatize yourself. But you never know how you'll be changed or how others will be changed when you share it. And I didn't know that it would unlock so many other doors once I was vulnerable. So I just wanted to hop on here to encourage you guys, to remind you that nothing that you go through is wasted. Everything that you've gone through will be used. You just have to take authority over what you've gone through, speak truth to it, and live and testify what you've gone through. And I think through that, so many people can be freed, so many people can be impacted, and you don't realize how much you'll change as a result, and you don't realize how many opportunities will open up as a result. So I just wanted to hop on here to encourage you guys. That's all I had. So I think I can leave this up. I think I will, just in case no one caught it live. But I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful Saturday. I'll be here at the airport for some time, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.